Hello friends, this side Gaurav Kaushik from IMS Ghaziabad University Courses Campus. Today we are going to talk about structures in C programming. Now, what are structures? Structures in C programming. Before starting with structures, let us talk about something about array. Now, what are arrays? See, arrays are the homogeneous type of data elements, collection of data elements. But what happens when we require some data elements which are not of same type, which are not homogeneous? Now, in that case, what we need to do? Now, we require some user-defined data type, and structure is one of them. So, structure provides a user kind of data type where we can store values which are not of same type, which are heterogeneous in nature. For example, let's suppose I have a data type named DOB, that is date of birth, in which date and year is of integer type, whereas month is of character type, that is string type. As you can see, the picture in front of structures is having different blocks of different colors. It means these blocks are not of same type, are not of same shape, are not of same color. They are different in nature. Similarly, we can use different kind of data types. We can use different kind of data elements into a single body named structure, which is heterogeneous in nature. Now let's talk about structure. Structure is a collection of data items, possibly of different types, that is heterogeneous in nature. Whereas a structure type in C++ is called struct. Now here struct is the keyword which is used to define a structure. Structure, as I have already told, that structure is heterogeneous in nature and can be composed of different type of data elements. Whereas in contrast, array, that is homogeneous in nature. It means if I have an array, then all the elements inside the array are of same data type. Structure holds data that belongs together. For example, you can see here that student record having certain different elements like student ID, student name, major, gender, start year, and other things, etc. Now here we have a bank account. For an example, this account has the account number, name, currency, and balance. These are the different fields which we are going to use inside a bank account, and so on. In the database applications, we use structures that are called records, or we can say tuples. Structure, the individual component of a structure are known as the members, or we can say fields. Members can be of different type. For example, simple element, an array, or struct means a structure can hold another structure. A structure named as a whole, while individual members are named using field identifiers. We have a single name for a single structure. For example, in the previous one, we have student record, which was the name of the structure, whereas student ID and name are the name of the members. Now you can see the complex data structures can be formed using array of structure. Means we can also form array of structure, means block of blocks we can create. Now you can see the example of struct basics. In the first example, we are going to show you the syntax where struct is the keyword. Struct type means inside the curly braces we have identifier defines as a member, where each identifier is of inbuilt type of data. Example, in the example we have struct date, where date is the name of the structure, int day, int month, and int year. These are the three different members of integer type. Let us see some another example. Before going to another example, I want to show you that till the time you don't put a semicolon at the end of the structure, it is not completed. So if you want to complete the structured syntax, then you need to put a semicolon. Here in the another example, I have shown you the structure of student info having certain members like ID, age, gender, and CGA. Now here you can see all these data members are of different type. Whereas in the another example, you can see structure named as student grade having name as a string, course again as a string, lab is an array of integers, homework again an array of integers, exam array of integers again. In the other example, Bank account, we have structure has simple array and structure types as member. For example, bank account name is a string, account number again an array of integer, balance is of double type, whereas birthday, now this birthday is a structure type of element, as we have seen in the previous example, that is here date having day, month and year. In the next example, struct student record, we have a string type named as name, id integer type, department string, and gender of character type. Now this was all about the basics of structure. In the example, you can see student record, student 1 and student 2. These are the two member, these are the two variables of the data type student record. Let's see in the previous example here, student record is the name of the structure, and student 1 here and student 2, these are the two variables of the type student record. Now student 1 and student 2 of student record, as you can see in this block, each block as either of student 1 or student 2, having name, id, gender and department. These all are of different types. So this was the introductory part of structures. Thank you.